Hi, Nicholas. This is Robert Trudell. I was returning the call.
Hey, Rob. How's it going?
Good.
That's really good to hear. Thanks for calling me back.
My pleasure.
So, yeah. So, just to be clear, like, you know, this call, you know, it's off the record. I won't quote you anything you say right now. I just wanted to, like, have a quick chat with you about your YouTube channel, which is absolutely fascinating. And yeah. So, long story short, I'm thinking of writing an article, like a feature story, a magazine-length story, about folks who, you know, refuse to answer questions at checkpoints. Not necessarily only Border Patrol checkpoints, but certainly the ones that seem the most interesting. And, you know, obviously, like, you know, your channel is, like, unique and super interesting, at least in my view. And so I thought that you could make, like, a really good main character for the story if you're interested.
Sure.
So I guess, like, what I would like, if you would be down, and this will depend on my editors and a bunch of different things, but if everything goes to plan, what I would like is I would love to come visit you in Human. Okay. And maybe go on a ride along with you while you shoot one of these videos. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. But I'm living in Ajo right now. That's about 150 miles from there. But we go to Yuma too.
I'm in New York, so, like.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah. So I guess, like, you know, like, I guess the first question that I would have for you is how did you start making these videos?
Well, I just was, like, video mapping the roads, and then kind of noticed that people would those videos, when I would go through a checkpoint and label them, they just were more popular, and then I started getting you know, rude comments from like people online. I think they were just like sock puppets, I guess, from I think the government just has, like, sock puppets focus on certain topics when you're going through, and I just kind of noticed those, and I think they kind of artificially raised the popularity when I would label those with that subject line, and so then I just kind of focused on those, and I kind of was trying to understand how they operated better.
Right. So when you say when you were mapping the roads, what do you mean? You were just, like, shooting video of roads as you rode through them for your own use, or was this for work, or?
No, I was just trying to earn ad revenue when I go through. I would, like, walk down the street, take pictures, and label the pictures as I go down areas. And I figured I was like reducing the size of those and just labeling, you know, each building as I went along. So then I just found it was easier to put the cameras on the car and go through and do it that way.
I see. And then as you started doing this, you began driving driving through checkpoints, and people liked those videos, and so you started doing them more.
I wouldn't necessarily say they liked them. I just think they were just it got more popular. Then I was filming other things around. And I was running into problems like at work or with the military, so I just switched my topic to cover that. I was just trying to cover like everything more as a journalist.
I see. So, Robbie, you don't mind me asking you, like, do you have a day job? Do you work, like, what do you do for a living?
I was working at the General Motors Desert Proving Ground as a instrumentation engineering technician, and then I got in trouble. My car broke down, and like a Yuma Army police officer, called my boss, and I got in trouble there. And then at this one checkpoint in Pine Valley a couple of years ago, they took away my business phone, and that kind of pissed my boss off. So he asked me to go on disability leave. So I'm on permanent disability or retirement now from General Motors.
I see. And your retirement was a direct consequence of will you say it was a direct consequence of this time you were stopped and they took your work phone?
That would be like the final straw. I mean, I was in kind of trouble with like videotaping stuff before that with at work or in.
Were you taking videos at work, or were your boss upset about the videos you were taking at checkpoints?
Just on the way to work and stuff, and I end up like getting in trouble because they're kind of secure in that area. So when I would drive by, you could kind of see through their fence, and then they've got developing new vehicles, and then I got in trouble. They had like a joint use agreement with the Army, and they were getting their land and taxes for free. And then when I got in, was just taking pictures along the highway, they were upset because they didn't show the police officer the pictures on my camera. So I had like the FBI investigated me and like did a pretty extensive report on me, and that's when I was in Pine Valley. They pulled that report up, and then I think that's one of the reasons they held my phone there. And they did a more intensive investigation of me then. They had I think when they had broken into the back of my car, they called this Terrorism Liaison office, and then
because they saw the logo of your Berliner movie, right?
Right. So.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I see what you're saying. And can you tell me a little bit about the Berliner movie? Like I've watched the videos, and so I have some idea of how it came about. Who was this person? Who was this person who was writing letters from Berlin?
That was a girlfriend I had met in high school. I was in Kaiserslautern, Germany, and she had just come down to visit. So then I was kind of planning a trip to go visit her there, but never did. So I just kind of used that as a character for and kind of a inspiration for that first film that I was making that for the Yuma Film Festival mostly, and I was making that for the Yuma Film Festival, and then they I had like this the cop block people noticed I was filming this other stuff, so they asked me to submit that to some contest they made up. I think there was like a rig contest that they just had me get into.
I see. And so do you still make movies? Are you still filming, or are you done at this point?
No, I film all the time.
You film all the time, of course. And do you consider yourself an artist or a documentarian? Like if you had to describe what you do, what would you call it?
Journalism. Photojournalism.
Photojournalism.
Yeah.
Right. Would you say that some of your videos have like a comedic element? Would you agree with that? Or
I think the like I said, when I the harder I try it, it looks funny. So.
Right.
I'm trying to like figure out things or just kind of test different theories I have. A lot of the times, most of the time when I'm doing that, the ideas I come up with are look silly.
Right, of course. So tell me, like, where did you grow up?
Just all over the world. I was like a military dependent.
So your parents?
Yeah, I was mostly like where I was born in Tennessee. Then I went to Montana, then Kansas and Guam and the Massachusetts and Germany and then Illinois and Colorado and New Mexico, Arizona.
Wow, so all over the place.
Yeah, mostly I guess I would consider I'm from like Boston, like Lexington, Massachusetts, and Kaiserslautern, Germany. I spent most of my I was like junior high and high school there, and then and I've been in Arizona since 1984. So.
1984. And so you're an engineer, right?
Like an engineering technician. I was doing a lot with weather stuff and broadcasting it, and yeah. Then I started going to school for like media arts and journalism. I was just doing as right now.
I see. And do you live by yourself? Do you?
I live with my girlfriend. I had met her. I ended up coming down here to like meet some to Ajo just to meet some border patrol agents at the bar, and I ran into her, and then ended up moving down here from Yuma.
So do you talk to border patrol agents, like as part of your journalism? Do you conduct interviews? Do you hang out with people, or is it just?
I was just going to kind of meet them at the bar here. Now, recently, I had like somebody who used to work down at. I guess he was like a commander of the Boston Police and also of the Lukeville Port of Entry. He had, I think, when I was starting to learn more stuff like about this, that they had sent me to some. When they broke into my car, I had some people, from I'm guessing from the Terrorism Liaison office. They conjured up this fake whistleblowing agent, and then had this Terry Bressy who had me entered in this rigged cop block contest for checkpoints. They sent me to this ACLU lawyer, and then just kind of before I was trying to get this tort claim finished up, I had this other guy, this Dennis Doherty, suggest I could start working with law enforcement and earn $200,000 a year just making videos for law enforcement.
Wow. So is that something you would like to do? Is that something you're trying to do at this point? You're trying to make videos for law enforcement, or you want to remain like an independent journalist?
Just an independent journalist. I wasn't interested in doing that sort of thing.
Right, of course.
And on my I'm on disability right now, so I get like a $45,000 just a disability every month. And I think that would cut that income off. And I could have, I had another offer from General Motors to go to a different location, but I wasn't really interested in that because the guy who was the manager of that place, I kind of got in trouble for taking pictures of him at work, and I wouldn't take them down. So I kind of get in trouble taking pictures of things that I, people ask me to take down, and I refuse to.
Right. So how do you first start taking pictures? Like, when did you first start taking pictures? When did you first start photographing? Like, was it something you did when you were a kid, or something more recent?
Kind of more recent. I mean, a little bit. I got what is it? Probably 1990. I started doing a lot of video stuff. I got into a lot of video stuff with the table tennis. I was trying to profile people maybe that was in the mid 90s. I got a bunch of cameras and I was trying to film, you know, just everybody at a table tennis tournament and get all their information and kind of profile them. I ended up getting like a what was it, Olympic Science Award, Coaching Science Award for just video coaching, you know, just videotaping all kinds of different people and coaches and table tennis coaching and things like that. And then I ended up getting banned from the table tennis events. I couldn't. They didn't want me to take video anymore. So then I started taking pictures of that. So I started buying just kind of still camera equipment and just doing real high speed, you know, pictures and then making those into videos.
I see. And like, why do the people at the table tennis tournament get upset with you and ask you to stop taking video?
I think I had just like edited one and made some commercial, like you know, some girl. First she liked, you know, I had some, like, what was it, a ping pong princess or whatever on her butt. Then I made something that was a little longer than they liked, so then she was kind of offended by that, and they tried to get me to remove that video, and I just refused to. Usually that's kind of what happens. I just end up taking so many pictures, some people get offended, and then I end up, you know, refusing to do that, and then kind of move on to a different topic or a different method. Or I've had like several, you know, websites taken down, or I've had people you know, give me like free stuff, free websites and stuff, or, you know, really fast servers. I could just you know, put that information out, and that gets taken away. So I just kind of move along to something else. It's trying to kind of overcome hurdles, I guess, as far as delivering the stuff I take.
I see.
I've been like, I was, well, okay.
No, go ahead, please.
I said, when I went to Yuma, Arizona, we were like in Mesa, Arizona. I kind of moved to Yuma, and then I ended up just going to take pictures of these different college events, and I was kind of learned, got in trouble because I was trying to just, you know, sell pictures of these events. So then I ended up switching to just complete photojournalism instead of commercial photography, so I wouldn't have to put up with that. The rules, the different rules between those two different things. So I'm just, I guess, kind of exploring what I can do and trying to earn some kind of revenue doing what I do right now. I'm just trying to earn ad revenue with the videos and things that I take, photos and videos I take.
I see. And have you been successful? Have you begun to earn like ad revenue at this point?
Yeah, I have been for quite a while. Yeah. Recently, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Recently?
I said, recently there I had like 15 years of work on the websites, and then I ended up getting, and I'm not, you know, I had to, all that information got erased, so I'm trying to put all that back up, so I kind of lost a lot of income with that, so I'm trying to get that reorganized and stuff. But I spend a lot more money than I earn on that right now, and I'm not really trying to earn any extra income right now. I figured I'll wait till maybe after I'm 65 and I'm allowed to earn, you know, extra income. Then I'll start capitalizing that. So I'm just kind of trying to build a library that I can kind of put together later and make a lot of earn extra money later, and then just kind of finance my trips and things that I film with the ad revenue that I earn right now.
Well, that's very interesting. That's very interesting. Okay, Rob, this was a super useful conversation for me. I really appreciate your time in calling me back.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna speak with my editor to see, you know, like profile of you or featuring you in the story.
Okay.
And I will give you a call back either way, or I'll write you an email as soon as I have more details.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Great.
All right.
Thank you, Rob.
Thank you.
Bye.